Kevin, thanks so much for being a part of our program.
Man, this is great. I appreciate you having me here at Youth Baller Network, man. This is big time.
Absolutely. I want to start talking just baseball right now. I mean, we have the Red Sox and the Cubs are in first place in their divisions. Could you imagine if those two teams meet up in the World Series?
It almost happened in 2003. I had a buddy of mine, Ryan Dempster, playing for the Cubbies. In '03, that's when old Aaron Boone walked us off in Game 7. And they had the old Steve Bartman situation going on in Chicago. But we almost did in '03. It would be unbelievable. And just obviously, the Red Sox having 3 rings since then. But for the Cubbies to get there and have a chance, they look unbelievable this year.
And for Theo Epstein, they're going to build a statue of that guy.
Yeah, I tell you right now, you want to talk about smart. That man's smart. He gets it. He's one of the few that, he's one of the original. He was 28 years old when he took over the Red Sox in 2003. So that's when this whole younger generation of just kind of getting together and using your minds and brains to figure out how this all works. And now here we have it. He has a chance to do it.
I want to talk about that '04 team for a second because you guys had so much fun. Everyone, the idiots and whatnot. But what made you guys just be able to throw everything to the side and truly have fun playing what is a game?
Yeah, we are so lucky to have a group of guys that cared about each other. Like, this generation is tough, man. Guys play for their brand, their money, their whole legacy instead of sometimes forgetting play the game to win. And we had a group of guys that really cared about winning, and it was pretty cool because we weren't the best players by any means. We were the best team, I always say. And from Bill Millar to Mark Bellhorn at second base and Billy playing third and Orlando Cabrera at short, myself at first, didn't match up with A-Rod, Giambi, Jeter, and just a lot of big name guys. We were just so opposite. But our team was such a good group of guys that really, like we said, when we went out to dinner, there was 25 of us.
That's fantastic. And you personally have been known as one of the hardest workers in Major League Baseball during your career. What is it about that aspect of your nature, the ability to work so hard and to achieve the goals, considering where you started and how your career turned out? Just to sum that up for us.
You know what? At the end of the day, listen, everybody's built different, wired different, different tools. Baseball especially, they give you the speed and the power and the fielding and all that defense stuff. But I didn't have a toolbox. I always joke around. I didn't have a tool. I couldn't run, field, hit, or throw. But you know what? I had that it factor. And some players need to have that. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have played 12 years in the big leagues. But I always loved the game. Was always first one there, last one to leave. The old cliche, but it was the truth. And I think that as kids, you're going to be told you can't do it a lot. And I was told that a lot. I never was drafted, had 5 times to be drafted. High school, my senior year, and then 2 years in junior college there at LA City Junior College, and then 2 years at a university, Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas. But that's 5 times I could have gone in the 80th round, but never happened. So, I was told no a lot, but, at the end of the day, I always tell kids and young men that are trying to make it, you brush your teeth, look in the mirror, or do you brush your teeth looking down? And so I was always a guy to be real with myself. I understood that I had to outwork a lot of guys to stay where I was because I didn't have the ability that some of these guys had.
So how would you parlay that into some advice to some of the kids that are watching this program?
Yeah, it's doing what it's working when no one's looking. It's not only when the coach is watching that you're running hard. It's when when practice is over. Are you taking those extra 50 swings? You're taking those extra 50 ground balls. I always tell kids, get your hands strong, do your grips, do your forearm workouts because that's what holds the bat as hitters. Sometimes we get so caught up now these days to get those beach muscles and everybody's got the chest and the buys, but really get out there and throw, get out there and hit, get out there and play, get off the social media stuff and get out there and get a wiffle ball game and that's what we did growing up, and it's tough now because times have changed. Everybody's got cell phones and computers and all kinds of stuff, which is great, but let's not forget to get out there and throw the ball and hit the ball and field the ball and, after practice and stuff.
You have a favorite Little League memory?
Yeah, when we beat the Philippines in St. Joseph, Missouri. Boys baseball, it was back then, we were the boys baseball, not the Little League World Series, so we won the boys baseball World Series and beat the Philippines in St. Joseph, Missouri at I think we were 12 years old. It was 11, 12-year-olds. But, I mean, that we had such a great Little League scene out there in Valencia, California. And, I tell you, I hit about – everybody always asks me, did you hit third? Did you hit home runs? I go, I didn't hit a home run over the fence till I was a junior in high school. You got some of these Little Leaguers now, they got like 18 home runs. I'm like, golly, bro, you're way ahead of me. So those were the memories. Just winning that first championship, I guess, as a kid.
That's fantastic. You were obviously featured a video that went viral over the past couple weeks, the story of Maverick and what you guys did with David Ortiz. Just tell us a little bit about how that came into your lap and what you did to work with Maverick.
Yeah, I've worked with the Children's Miracle Network for many years, and so in January, Josh Beckett and I were doing an event for the Children's Miracle Network, and the lady Kelly Davis told me, said, "Hey, I got a little 6-year-old little boy who's not doing great. He's a big Red Sox fan. Can you send him a selfie video?" So we were actually on the golf course doing this event, and Beckett and I sent a video to little Maverick, and he lives in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and so we just gave him a little words of encouragement. Then he sent one back to us, but he wanted Poppy. He wanted to figure out if he can get a Poppy video. Well, that was January's in the off season. So fast forward till April, I went and did the show there, and we were doing the show in Boston. And the lady Kelly Davis said, "Hey, is there any way you can get a Poppy video for Maverick? He's not having a great day." And I said, "Oh my God, yes." So I ripped out my earpiece after the show was over, which was 6 Eastern. The game was at 7. I go find David. He's in the cage. He's hitting. And I said, "Bro, we got to send a little video for this little buddy of mine, Maverick." And so we stepped in the bathroom, and he basically said, "I'm going to hit a home run for you, Maverick, tonight. Big Poppy's going deep. We love you." And he ended up homering in the 8th inning against the Yankees off Dellin Betances. And it was an amazing thing. Not only was it a game-winning home run, but afterwards, Maverick sent me a video saying, "Thank you so much, David Ortiz, Big Poppy, you're the best. When I feel better one day, I want to come meet you." So that hit home. And I told my wife, I said, "Listen, we're going to get this little kid to meet David Ortiz." So I had some great friends to send me their Learjet and donate that, and picked up their family 10 days later, and we flew to Boston and flew him in there, and there it goes. He got a chance to meet Big Poppy. So he's an awesome little kid, man. He's doing great.
Yeah, it was absolutely a great video. Where can people go to find out more information about your work with the Children's Miracle Network?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to help out Maverick, we started a thing with at 108stitches.com. It's a shirt company, and we got a little Boys Club T-shirts on there. # Maverick Strong. You can go on there and purchase one of those. I think they're $25, and we're giving all the money to Maverick and his family. So this little kid goes through a grind every single day, but there's been so many great people to, want to give money. I said, "Listen, just go to the website, buy some shirts, and we're going to raise some money and hopefully get their family a car." They don't even have a car that really runs well to get them to the doctor. So, when you meet a story, you get a story like this. It's a one-on-one basis. I mean, Children's Miracle Network does such a great job. And it's a great foundation, to raise a lot of money for kids. But then this is truly an individual situation that he and his family I'm trying to work for. But right there, that's a great start.
And Cowboy Up, right?
That's right, and Cowboy Up. This is the last. He sends me self videos every day, and it's the last thing he says. Kevin, Cowboy Up.
That's fantastic. Well, Kevin, I can't thank you enough for coming on and sharing some stories for our kids here at the Youth Baller Network. It's a blast, and we wish you the best of luck. We'll be watching Intentional Talk.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man. Boys and girls, get out there and play.